from West London. Stamford Bridge, the venue for this game. A stadium that always has a bit of a neighbourhood feel about it. My name is Derek Ray, and I'm joined for commentary by the former Arsenal and West Ham player Stuart Robson. And we've got Premier League action coming right up. It is Chelsea taking on Manchester United.
Well, it doesn't matter how good your players are or what formation they're playing in, you have to earn the right to play. And I'm sure that would have been reiterated by both managers in the dressing room. It promises to be a really good game here.
And a look at the Chelsea starting 11.
Well, they're starting with an attacking 4-5-1 formation with 3 players in advance of 2 holding midfielders. But it's important that the wide players come in field to join the centre forward at the right time.
Well, Manchester United have chosen this particular shape. Diogo Dalot starts alongside Luke Shaw as fullbacks. And in this tactical setup, they have just the one player in attack. Well, it might well be a game to savour. Manchester United kick off. Bruno Fernandes. And great work to confuse the defender. And his teammate got him out of trouble. Neto. On to Palmer. Fofana. And credit due, a good intervention. And the free kick awarded to Manchester United. United might be able to cash in. Could be. Well, trying the chip, but he got the execution all wrong.
Well, if he had the chance again, I think he'd choose another option. Not even close in the end.
Wesley Fofana. Oh, good-looking run. But I'm not sure everyone expected that sort of approach from there.
That was a really clean strike. Certainly a good effort.
Well, who will be the player to decide the outcome, to determine the course of events? No reason at all why it won't be this man, Stuart. What do you anticipate seeing from him?
Well, when he's playing well, he can unlock any defence. He can manipulate the ball, see a pass and beat defenders. He'll be key today.
Fernandes. Could be dangerous. Intercepted at the right time.
Yeah, he makes those interceptions so well.
Fofana. Cole Palmer. Cucurella. Moises Caicedo. Cucurella. Joao Pedro. And nicely over the top. Nicely timed tackle. Fernandes. Distributing it well. Cucurella.
Thank you.
Moises Caicedo. Cucurella. Now with Caicedo. Cole Palmer. Now opening things up. Excellent assessment of the situation at the back. Mateus Cunha. Able to skip past his man. Takes it on. And a goal to give them the lead. They have their reward.
Well, as you can see, the skill to set up this chance is absolutely brilliant. And then what a strike. That's hit with such ferocity. Certainly no stopping that. That's a great goal.
It'll be interesting to see whether or not Chelsea can articulate an appropriate reply. Caicedo. Cucurella. Here's Luke Shaw. In behind for him to chase. This could square the game. And that's exactly what has transpired. Now, that could be a massive turning point, and momentum is with them.
Well, here we can see it again. He's shown outstanding vision to find the perfect cutback, and the finish is clinical. Isn't it cleanly beyond the keeper? That's a good goal.
So back underway. They've levelled it at 1-1 here. Very alert defending to put a stop to the chance. Will it be? An amazing piece of goalkeeping.
Well, that's a remarkable save. He just reacted so sharply there.
Well, in the end, nothing really to worry the keeper about.
Well, the idea was right, not the skill level.
Moises Caicedo. And cutting it out. Can he put them in front? Half-hearted clearance. Well, he would have been disappointed had he spilled that one. Moises Caicedo. Well, there's an example of how to press high up. Nice looking move, this. Oh, chance! There's the shot. And able to close down the shot. Well, you've got to savour such moments. Cucurella. On to Caicedo. Cucurella. Now with Caicedo. Cucurella. Pedro. Pass chiselled nicely.
Yeah, really good vision there.
Diogo Dalot. Bruno Fernandes has it. United finding space on the wing. Well, disappointing end to the move. Moises Caicedo. Well, the stoppage time situation. 1 minute here. Cucurella. And so the first half draws to a close here in West London. Well, he's been the standout for his side so far, don't you think, Stuart?
Well, he stepped forward for his team with the equaliser. It could prove to be the key turning point in this contest, as they haven't been at their best today. You do feel they need to find another gear in the second half, though, if they are to go on and win it.
Well, as they get the ball rolling again, interesting to see how the second half pans out. Mbeumo. Nicely timed tackle. Now counter-attacking possibilities. Lovely ball over the top. Long way out this. Oh, and he didn't miss by very much.
Yeah, he adjusted his body so well there. It's a great piece of skill, and it probably deserved a goal.
And a strong tackle. Casemiro. Well, we can give them high marks for their passing, but can they make this pressure count? Has eyes for goal! Well, a long-distance effort, and a highly respectable one, Stuart.
Well, he surprised everybody, including me. It's a decent effort, you have to say.
Mateus Cunha. Now Casemiro. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. Opportunity. Oh, my goodness! That was staggeringly good. Of the highest order.
Well, you won't get tired of watching this. The improvisation, the skill, and the end product. What a goal that is.
Well, 2-1 it is here. Cucurella. Now with Caicedo. Neto. Can they carve out a chance? Waited well. Can he finish? And effectively parried away by the keeper. Given away by Manchester United. And the Chelsea throw-in coming up here.
Well, there it is. United haven't had as much of the ball, but their attacking play has been really incisive. It's been a really good display from them so far.
That's a lovely ball. Opportunity. And the flag has gone up here. Offside the decision. And Chelsea have given us away. 30 minutes to go then. That's a good ball. Cole Palmer. Can he finish? On a foul. Oh, it's a penalty. In the opinion of the referee, And maybe they'll be able to level this up. And that'll be a booking too.
Yeah, clear penalty, and the caution is well deserved.
And now to level the game. And slotted home! Well, his heart might have been fluttering, but he didn't show it. A goal from the spot.
Let's take another look. He deceives the goalkeeper really well here by getting to dive one way before placing it into the opposite side. A really good penalty.
So they restart the game, all even once more, but will it stay that way? Manuel Ugarte. Mazraoui here. Wasteful from United. Pedro. Fofana. Neto. Very alert defending to put a stop to the chance. Likes to run with the ball at his feet, but timely defending when it mattered. Malo Gusto. On to Caicedo. Went in strongly, decisively. Fofana. 20 minutes to go in this one. And the ball back with United. Mbeumo. Now Casemiro. Fernandes. Firing it towards goal! Oh, terrific goal! How about that? Absolutely magnificent! Two it is. Who would have predicted that before a ball was kicked? Cole Palmer. Wesley Fofana. Gusto. Very quick thinking there. Well, a really good run. That is a difficult skill to master.
And he did almost everything right there.
Well, a splendid individual performance, but the manager elects to make a change. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Joao Pedro, and passing it well. Well, this late corner could represent their last chance to equalise. United will switch things around personnel-wise.
Well, just listen to the crowd. They know this is a big chance to equalise.
And short it is. Well, goal kick, just as it was looking promising.
Well, that had goal written all over it, didn't it?
Mount. Fernandes. And it might be a favourable situation, this, for Manchester United. Cross fired over. Clearance needed to be better. And Chelsea get the decision from the referee.
Well, it hasn't been a great performance, but the fans have been brilliant. Just listen to the noise. Can the players respond and find this equaliser?
5 minutes remaining, and one thing is certain, no one is leaving because it's still close. Fernandes, and Chelsea regaining possession. Pedro. The onus is on Chelsea to be positive with time running out. Palmer. And it's opening up. Fine tackle there to prevent the chance. Well, they might be able to launch a counter-attack. Well, they promised much on the break, but ultimately delivered little. And the pass keeps them flowing. Let's see if something comes of this. Oh, cut out brilliantly.
Well, that was close. It needed that intervention.
Mbumo. The electronic board has been held in the air, and we're going to have a minimum of 4 added minutes. This could be it! And a fine tackle. Casemiro.
Well, it's going to be a great finish here. These Chelsea fans are ramping up the noise now. They're surely going to get another chance before the end.
It's a fierce effort! Well, and there goes the final whistle. Manchester United are the winners today anyway. What did you think of their performance, all told?
Well, Derek, it was very competitive. Chances at both ends, but I feel they were the better team and they deserve their victory.
Well, we're focusing on him for a reason. Played with real authority in attack, Stuart.
Well, I thought he was excellent. Not only did he score a good goal, but his general play was outstanding. He certainly played a major part in their win here today.